Howdy folks, just came from the dealer, had a couple things done to the motorcycle. 1 second. Hopefully we won't tip over, kind of on soft ground. But anyway, I got about 500 miles on the bike. So this is like a quick, very quick review of the motorcycle compared to my cruiser that I had before.
Hi, if you like my videos, please click the bell so you can be notified and come back often because I have new videos every week.
For those of you that don't know, I had a 2016 Switchback. It's kind of like a Road King, slightly smaller, but pretty much like a Road King. And I had 8 bars on it, so I was riding like that. I put in a new seat, I had a backrest, I mean, different riding position, forward foot controls, and this one is mid control, so my legs are now like that. I thought maybe that's not going to be as comfortable, but it turns out it's pretty comfortable. And this motorcycle cruises on a highway like butter. A lot of times over here in New Jersey, traffic is going 80, 90 miles an hour. And unless you keep up with traffic, you're going to get run over. I had a friend of mine who taught me how to ride, and she yelled at me one day when I was still learning for going the speed limit. I'm like, I don't want to get a ticket. I wanted to go the speed limit. And she said, you can't go the speed limit. You have to go with the flow. As a motorcyclist, you have to keep going with the flow of traffic. Otherwise, you get run over. I've tried that in New Jersey, on the New Jersey Turnpike and Parkway a couple of years ago. I tried going with the flow, just with the speed limit, and you're going to get run over. Traffic is going 89, 90 miles an hour. So cruising with the flow of traffic, this thing cruises at 80 miles an hour, 75, 80, like it's nothing. I don't feel a lot of buffering from the wind. It just cruises. It's like a cruiser. It's just a different position. My other motorcycle, which was kind of like a cruiser, at the same speed, I would feel vibration. It was just a different ride, you know. It didn't have as much power. Of course, the buffle had been taken out and before I bought it, and that took out like half the power. Or so they said at the dealer, that I was losing half the power because of that. But I was fine with it. It's not a race bike, neither is this one. This is not a race bike either. But this one has 150 horsepower. I think it does about 140 miles an hour. I think I saw that somewhere. I've never done that, but I think that would be too fast. But maybe one day somewhere out there on a deserted road, I'll try to see how fast you can go. But right now, I'm keeping within reasonable speed limits, and this thing is very, very comfortable. It just cruises so comfortably at that speed. There's no vibration, there's no buffering, and you would think there would be more buffering because I got a little windshield, and on the other motorcycle I had a much bigger windshield. But no, this one offers a lot more protection. Also, my hands are protected. It's got the ride height adjustment. As I come to a stop, it lowers itself like 1 or 2 inches. I forgot exactly what it is. I just came from the dealer, like I said, and I had the risers put on it. I think the handlebar went up and back about 2 inches. So now it should feel a lot more comfortable. And I say it should because when I left the dealer, as soon as I left, I made a turn into the main road, and I noticed that the check engine light was on. So I made a U-turn, went back, and it turns out that they had to disconnect the battery to do not just the risers, but they did something else. They installed something else on the motorcycle, and they had to disconnect the battery. Apparently, that gave it that check engine light code. So in the process of doing that, they did a whole bunch of updates because it needed updates. And in the process of doing all that, I think he put the seat, I don't think, I know, I feel it. He put the seat up higher because this seat has two positions. It can go down about an inch, and he's got it in a higher position, which I can deal with that. I'm tall enough that I can deal with the seat being in a higher position, but I prefer a little lower because then I'll be more comfortable on the handlebars. So right now I'll have to do that. I'll have to lower the seat a little bit, and that's it. It's only got about, doing half reduction over here. I'm by a church. I just left the dealer. I rode, I don't know, maybe 45 minutes, and I found a quiet place to do high production. Spolberger is behind the camera. He said, this is it. This is the spot. And look at that. It is what it is, folks. So I love my other motorcycle. I love the feel of it. I love the chrome. I loved all that. But over the couple of years that I've owned it, since 2020, around this time of the year, in the summertime, I think I bought it in June. We are in July now. So it's been over 3 years. I put on it maybe over 25,000 miles because I bought it with 5,400 miles, 5,440 miles. And I think it had over 30,000 when I traded for this one. I didn't check. I should have taken a picture of something. I didn't check. But I know because I had just done service to it. So I know I had over 30,000 miles. And I love that motorcycle. I love the chrome. I love the feel of it. The problem is, one, I've had a few problems over the years. Things just wear out real quick, switches and stuff. Recently I had a problem with the starter switches. It wasn't starting the motorcycle. So I got that resolved. Then a week later, I bought the motorcycle. I bought this one. But aside from loving the other one, the problem is that for what I do when I go way off-road, I can't really use it. I tried. It's too far to go in first gear. There's too much vibration to handle that motorcycle in first gear for like 10 miles. I can go like 2 miles. 10 is too much. And I tried that, and I couldn't do it. I went maybe 4 or 5 miles and I had to turn around. This one is a dual sport motorcycle. This motorcycle is designed to cruise comfortably on the highway, and then you can go off-road. It's got a lot of clearance. I think about 8 inches of clearance. The other one only had like 4.5. So this one has double the clearance of the other motorcycle. And it's not like I'm going to take the motorcycle off-road. You've probably seen some videos. If you haven't, check out videos of the Pan America going off-road. Some guys, they go really fast, but I'm not going to do that. This is my motorcycle. I'm spending a lot of money on it. I'm not going to go crazy off-road. I just want to be able to go in and out. If I'm 5 or 10 miles somewhere off-road, I want to be able to go out and get supplies on a motorcycle without having much of an issue. The motorcycle is designed for that, and if I just stick to roads and established roads, then I shouldn't have any problem. I don't want to go way off-road. Maybe one day I'll do that. Who knows? Maybe a little bit, but nothing crazy though. But this thing is beautiful. I'm still waiting on the panniers. I think they're called panniers, saddlebags. I got the aluminum bags. I got the black ones that they're going to go, I think they're going to go well with the motorcycle. If my motorcycle was lighter, I would go with the aluminum ones, but these are so aluminum that they're colored in black. So the panniers go here, and then the tour pack, which goes over here. This is where the passenger sits, and then it goes behind the passenger, and I think it has a backrest for the passenger. So once I have that, then I don't need that contraption anymore. and I can put my tools in there that I have for the motorcycle, and I can put gear for work. And then when I go shopping, I can put stuff in there, and I can put stuff on the backpack in front of the tour pack. Attach it with bungee cords like I used to do with my other one. I would attach backpacks and stuff to the CC bar. Aside from that, I also have, actually the dealer already has it, but they didn't have time to install it. I have a skid plate and a radiator guard. They weren't much, and I'm like, why not?
We interrupt these high production moving pictures to bring you a quick word from our sponsor. This video is brought to you by Wind Therapy. That's right, folks. If you want to get some wind therapy, then hit the road, Jack. Not on a jack, but you probably not jack either, but you know what I mean. Just get a two-wheeler and you hit the road. No windshield, or maybe a little bit of a windshield. You know, you don't want to get your hair too messy, you know. Other than that, you know, it's just, if you get the coupon code Wind Therapy, you can get 15% off all the wind therapy you need. Again, just hit the road, Jack. I mean, whoever you are, just get a two-wheeler, or you can get a kitty, and you can ride the kitty into the sunset. Yeah, just be careful. These are deadly. You know, these are very sharp. So yeah, that's all I got.
When I go off-road, you know, there could be a stick or a rock that gets jammed up into the radiator, and this thing will supposedly protect that. If for some reason I skid the bottom or bottom out a little bit, the skid plate will help with the bottoming out. And I think, oh, and I ordered some upgrade hand controls. I forgot what they call for the hands, you know. The heated ones, because these are heated, so it's pretty cool. In the cold now, I can turn the heat on. I'll still have heated gloves on, but that's going to keep my hands nice and warm. It's got the protective thing, keep the cold air from my hands. It's very, very, very helpful. It's got the windshield that goes up and down. It's got different settings there. It's manual, but it's something. It's got a radiator. This is liquid cool, which is something that I was looking for to get, because when I ride over here in New Jersey and I'm in traffic, it's nice to have a liquid cooled engine, because when you stop and go in traffic for half hour, 40 minutes, that's not good for the engine. So having the liquid cool engine is pretty good. I might change the muffler to, I think it's a Vincent Hines. I think it's Vincent Hines muffler. It makes it sound almost like a real Harley. I mean, this is a Harley, but you know what I mean, like a cruiser, like the one I had before. That muffler is going to give it that little extra je ne sais quoi. So eventually I'll get the muffler. I might be able to put it on myself. Supposedly it's very simple, and it's going to add like 5 horsepower, and it's going to be like 5 pounds lighter. So it's going to be about the color of these pipes over here. So talking about the pipes, one thing I'm not happy with is the discoloration of the pipe. It's no longer this color. It's now almost like aluminum color. I don't know if you can see it from there, but yeah. Aside from that, I'm loving it. It's got a touch screen that I can configure to different settings. You know, I have 4 riding modes: regular highway, rain, sport, and off-road. And then I can configure, which I haven't looked into it yet, but I can configure the motorcycle for just a rider and luggage, rider and passenger, rider, passenger, and luggage. So depending on what I have on the motorcycle, I can go in there with the push of a couple buttons, or even touching on a screen. I can change it so that now the motorcycle knows what I have and adjust the suspension to equal what I have on the motorcycle. So far I like it. You know, I'm making it mine little by little. It's not quite there yet. Like I said, I still need the panniers and the tour pack, skid plate and stuff. Maybe eventually I'll get off-road lights. I forgot what they're called, but I don't really need that for now. I'll be happy once I have the saddlebags so that I can put stuff in there. But aside from that, so far so good, folks. I'm really, really loving it.
For you are my rock, and my fortress. For your name's sake, you will lead me and guide me. Psalm 31:3.
Changing the height of the seat is very easy. You just come here with a key, unlock it, lift the back seat. You got the two positions, 1 and 2. We want this one.